new industry which is just kind of sprung up and would be, taking talent from mature industries like FMCG. So that would be a reality. I don't think so. We have so much of a concern with respect to any specific competition. We have a question here.
Hi, I'm Sukhvinder. My question is around benefits and flexi options for an employee, and we have been talking about it since morning. We have seen that in US and North America and some parts of Europe as well, employees have the option of taking part-time as well as full-time job options within the same organization, barring a few core positions which are available only full-time. This is not very popular in India. I need to understand what are the factors which are refraining us from giving this kind of benefit or flexibility to the employees.
So I think the biggest factor, to be honest, is probably mindset. I don't think there may be few jobs that you probably can't offer flexibility for, but if you kind of try hard, I don't think it's difficult. So just to give you an example, we have, if you look at in American Express, we have a whole lot of different sort of roles that we do. We do sales, we do operations, we do IT jobs, etc., etc. So, you would typically think that an operations job which has access to systems and software and customers is something that you cannot replicate and you cannot get that done at work. But, we've actually been proven wrong, because I think we started off with a pilot, and the pilot has been extremely successful, where despite, having like a flexible work option where people have been working from home, obviously you'll have to facilitate that. So you can't just say you're on your own, do what you want. You have to facilitate the technology access, and it actually works. So yeah, coming back to your question, I think it's about mindset, and it's about time that corporate India wakes up to that, because we know that flexible options are kind of quite common now in most organizations. I wouldn't say every organization, but I think it's now time to kind of extend that to pretty much every function as much as we can.
I'd just like to add on to this. The other thing which is important, again from a mindset perspective, it's especially the immediate manager's mindset to accommodate that kind of flexibility, to facilitate. So where does the biggest obstacle come is whenever you want to have a meeting, and if you want to have an impromptu, just a very short notice meeting, if one of the key team members is not there because the person is working from home, then how do you really extend that kind of facility so that the meeting can still happen, even if it is a virtual for one person. So that kind of mindset, starting from the manager, is very important. The sponsorship of the manager to ensure having a clarity. So one thing that we state is that upfront, whenever anybody is availing of a flexi policy, to really have a very clear-cut timing or the date availability. So if a person needs to be in the office one day, which is that one day in the week, and then communicating to the larger employee base, whoever has an interface with that role or that individual, so that people are clear that, okay, this is the day when the person will be available in the office. The other days, the person will be available on email or telephone. So that kind of communication is again very important, because many a times people are not aware, and then suddenly there's certain premises which are going on, and suddenly a person is required, and then one figures out that he or she is not there. It gets into a kind of a confusion kind of a situation, and we thought very important, the person needs to be there, not there, overcall, it cannot happen. So to just kind of dissuade, create an environment which encourages, which facilitates. So mindset, communication, those are very softer aspects, but important aspects to make a success of any of these policies.
My question is, besides catching up to the changing aspirations and needs of Gen X and Gen Y, any thought processes are in place to meet the Gen M needs and aspirations in the HR?
Can you just repeat the last part of your question?
Any thought processes are in place to meet the Gen M needs and aspirations?